Okay everybody, I'm back, this time with a review of my HB P-1001. This is the, I guess you'd call it the Wraith knockoff, the not quite so hobby grade Wraith. It's not really a toy grade, but definitely not hobby grade also. I bought it for 50 bucks, got it from gearbest.com. It was actually $26.51 plus shipping of right around 24 bucks. Came out to 50 bucks total, delivered to my door. Came with everything that you need to get going, completely RTR. It's got the receiver, transmitter, battery. It even actually came with batteries for the remote, which that was pretty impressive. It looks a lot like the Wraith. You can see in the back here I've got a few other cars to compare it to. It does look a lot like the Wraith. It's got very similar styling. It comes with lights already pre-lit. It's a pretty cool feature actually. It looks pretty darn good. It's got a total of 4 lights, I believe, that are pre-lit and ready to go as soon as you turn the car on. It's got decent suspension, especially for a non-hobby grade. It's pretty good suspension. This is a MOA. It's got 2 small 380, I believe, size motors. One on the front axle there, one on the rear axle there. The axles themselves are not super beefy, but once again, not that bad. The servo would be the major gripe that I would have with this thing right off the bat. It's just a little motor-driven servo with a little plastic horn like you would find on most toy-grade cars. And then also, there are no adjustments that you can make with the remote. The only adjustment you have is your steering trim, which is actually right here on the bottom of the axle that you'd have to adjust by hand. All in all though, it's a pretty cool car. It's got a fairly detailed interior. As you can see there, it's got a shifter, it's got a steering wheel, 2 good sized seats, decent leg room. You probably still have to cut some action figures up if you wanted to put them in there as drivers. I'm not quite sure what this stuff is. A couple of fans, maybe speakers in the back. You've got a imprinted shovel. So yeah, not that bad of a car. Performance-wise, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with it. I took it out in the backyard. I've got a track out there that I use for my SCX-10 and my Wraith. Comparatively, I want to show everybody real quick here. I'll show you the size difference between the Wraith and the HB. Huge size difference. First off, the HB has 1.9 inch tires. Wraith has 2.2s. But I mean, there you can see the Wraith is a massive car by comparison. It does fall a little more in line with the SCX-10 size-wise. You can see that the wheelbase is pretty much exactly the same. The width, the HB actually probably has it beat by a little bit. It's a good little car, I'm telling everybody. It's a really decent little car. There's my boy, he's a future RCer. What I think this car is most closely related to, and for anybody out there who's been into buying upper level toy grade, almost hobby grade cars, you guys will recognize the Maisto 3XL. Excellent, excellent car. Before this was my favorite toy grade car. Really awesome. This cost me about 55 bucks. I picked it up, I want to say at Target. Either Target or Toys R Us. I can't remember which place I got it from, but I've had it for a long, long time. Really good car. Very, very similar. Doesn't come lit, but does have the MOAs. Does have the same axle designs. Doesn't have a 4-link. It's only got a 3-link as comparison to this one's got the 4-link. I think what it boils down to in the end, they are toy grade cars, but they're the top level of toy grade cars that are out there. This HB is going to be easily upgradable into a hobby grade car. Easily upgradable. The tires that are on it aren't that bad, but it could definitely use some better tires. The tires that are on the Maisto are actually excellent, excellent tires, but because of the design, these wheels do not fit on this car. So I tried switching them, doesn't work. And you also can't use hobby grade wheels on these cars without switching out the axles. So there will be some upgrades for sure. I got to figure out what they're going to be. But for now, I'm pretty happy with the way this thing is. Let's see if I can turn this on. Yeah, you see the lights. I guess it's only 2. I thought there was 4. There's room for 2 more. There and there. But you do have the 2 lights. They're pretty darn bright. So yeah, all in all, really very, very happy with this car. Happy with this car too. Of course, my hobby grade cars are incredible, but these 2 are pretty darn good. Anyhow, trying to think if there's any questions. You have a battery pack in this thing. It's not like it's 6 AA's or anything like that. It's a little, I think it's like a 9.6 volt, I believe, or it might be an 8.4. I'm not entirely certain, but you can easily upgrade that. No problems at all. It'll just probably take a little bit of a Dremel and a couple other things. The ESC is a motherboard, but you can empty out everything underneath and replace it with an ESC and a receiver and all the stuff all the electronics that you need inside there. So anyhow, any questions, let me know. Ask me whatever you want to ask me, and I'm really happy with it. All right, guys, I'll talk to you some other time. See ya.